Boxing Voice.
Yeah, I'm always thinking of ways to, not only personally with the brand, but I'm always thinking, get it to Lisa, I'm always thinking like, how can I take, what I'm doing and make a theme out of it, make people understand that A, I believe in it, B, let's have fun with it, and at the ultimate end of the day, we're going to sit back and we're going to watch and we're going to enjoy, hopefully one of the best fights, if not the fights of the year. That's my intentions, why I do a lot of things surrounding running, because I'm very calculated, and it was mentioned today, and even in my track record, as we say, resume, it reflects that. And it's a good question that you asked that, like, yo, when did you come up with that? Like, when you get, like, I was in Philadelphia and I was in a dollar store and they had a whole big thing of them, and the guy, you know, was happy that I was in the store, dollar store, and I said, look, I need a whole barrel of this. What'd you get? The aliens. I just got it. So I've been over the summer up to now, everywhere I go. Non-boxing related. I take about 10, 20 in my pocket, you know, on my jacket, and I just give to people.
You should buy 200 and throw them out at the ring after the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do it. Other people are going to do it, but the thing is that I'm always looking, or things are finding me at the same time, where I take advantage of it. I'm a very calculated person, and Sergey will understand that. When he had his first fight in 2009, you know where my career was at? I mean, that doesn't say he cannot fight. He's on a fast track because of age.
In 2009, you were getting ready to fight. You had just beat Kelly Pavlik and you were going into your fight with Cornelis.
You read that article the guy did?
No, I just know it.
But listen, but my thing is this. The more I make y'all aware of something that y'all might or might not know, it might take away from what happened Saturday, from what praises y'all give me. And I use the word praises. So whatever you don't know, I'm not going to tell you anymore, because my thing is, it doesn't help me to give you something to say, well, this is why, because I'm looking to be possibly a candidate for the fight of the year after this fight's over Saturday. I mean, that's how strong I feel about my performance. And I don't want nobody to have an excuse, which these rats and Lucifers would do. They would find a reason to take away from Sergey, as Nazim said earlier, to have these opinionated people. They sit at their table and say, what should we do, man? You know, this guy's in his 50s, see what he did? But, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. So I'm putting pressure on him. And I'm not going to be at that table when that happened, whatever that place would be. You understand? But it will be seen from the sky. But the people that I can talk to tell that's here now heard it. If they're around it or know somebody that's around it and that conversation comes up, then they would be tested about what they would say as far as what I say now, and back it up with the performance Saturday. We know anything can happen in there, but I like to always do what I've been doing. It's not bragging, it's just the way I've always been. I like to say it first and not play Monday morning or Sunday morning quarterback second. I've been right more than I've been wrong. And the only thing I'm saying is that I tell myself these things to give myself the 100% insurance that I can't look for anything for somebody to get anything. And I hit so many bases up there. You know, I had some fun with it. That's my personality. No fighter will ever be able to do that no time in this era. You know that. I went from, and I hit so many points that they probably got more questions to ask me. And I'm going to take one right now and then I'll just shut up for a minute. And one of them was, you come from a situation where now you have John David Jackson, you have Sergey. Why did I take this fight? I didn't have to take this fight. Now, some media person, someone educate me and say, well, Bernard, you say that to give you props. That's the wrong props, though. You say that to say that, you know, you could afford anybody, but y'all would have dogged me on that. You understand what Lucifer do? See, Lucifer give you something that he thinks, right? Or have you convinced that it's good for you. And then when you bite it, the apple, you realize that it wasn't. And then they punish you or verbally beat you down and ridicule you because you took a fight that nobody cares about. Isn't that wrong with boxing today? I mean, we should have seen Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather a long time ago, and I'm not saying who fought it was, but at the end of the day, I think it was the business people fought more than theirs. But do we really want peace or we want war? Do we really want good fights and match fights, or do we really just want the chaos to keep you having a job wherever you work for, or whoever you work for, if you're not independent? I don't understand these humans. So I'm not wasting energy talking about this. I'm nice and calm because I understand there's a problem that I can easily fix, but they won't let me. And the problem is you can't have both. You can't have both of the equation of what you ask but don't really want. My track record has always been, love me or hate me, I fought everybody in my era. Would you agree or disagree? You're not a yes man, right? Would you agree or disagree? So why is it that here I told everybody, what do you want to do, Bernard? I want to do what I don't believe no fighter ever done twice. It's become the undisputed light heavyweight champion, well, an undisputed champion in any weight class twice. It's been hard to do because of the politics and the multiple belts, right? I got Jean Pascal, I got Cloud, right? And then Kamarat, Beirut, Shumanov. And the thing is, the same people that's asking me this question, it's the same one that asked me that 2 belts ago. And I'm saying to myself, like, y'all don't take punches for a living. Unless you're doing something else that you're putting in your system that's sort of clogging up your memory, they're not going to understand. Tell me your personal problem, they're not going to understand. So when I hear these things that I had to take this fight, I'm not none of these young guys where you got to have me thinking, I shouldn't have took it. You understand the deception of words? If you got a low confidence esteem in you, like a person that have a low self-esteem, like you got a nice girl on the side or female woman on the side of you, and somebody remind you how nice she is, and you say, oh yeah. So now you playing yourself. You're supposed to have that. You're supposed to have that. You're supposed to have her, right? When you act surprised and they try to plant that seed, and 3 people said it, and I caught it after the one. See, the one I caught it. Then the second, they confirmed it. The third, I said, okay, I gotta open your eyes up, let you know how Lucifer works, how Satan works. I understand, and they trying to play mind games with me. Don't you understand? Reading will help a lot of people out. History, old and new. I see them coming, if they so weak, I see them coming from, I'm looking at them like this. And you went up there and piggyback off my Art of War that you read in the New York Times, right? Which all mainstream people read, and you want to use that to say, well, Bernard, now you want to counteract what Sun Tzu said. Whatever you read, I read it already. I ain't just talking, I was talking Sun Tzu, what, that's 10 years, 15 years? I just revealed it in the New York Times, and everybody now, you read that book? That's an awesome book. Business people, Wall Street, all kind of good or bad people read that book. But at the end of the day, no matter what you read, we're gonna fight. And I know my IQ and my health and my body, the physical part. Everything first starts with mental. A fool would think it starts with physical and then mental. They don't get themselves in shape, but they mentally want to win until they realize, right, physically, why I jump on this 25-year-old. See, one thing good and bad about Bernard Hopkins doing these things for the last 10 years or 9 years when I turned 40, I got a lot of guys your age, not you just say, or Ron Burgess, and you, watching me fight Saturday, those guys, and Sunday and Monday morning they come up, morning wherever they live at, and jump on one of these 25-year-old bulls in their neighborhood and get their ass kicked. I get a lot of guys they watch me Saturday, right?
Just think a little.
And we round about the same age, and come not Sunday but Monday morning because they got to watch football Sunday, and they hyped up over Saturday watching me. And then Monday, a young guy don't open the door. You know how young guy they're young and they might old guy they might do something. Then the old guy might remember the fight, and he jump on this 25-year-old and he realized that it wasn't as easy as. So that's the bad part. People come out of retirement. Ron Burgess asked him, "Why are you fighting it?" "Well, Bernard's doing it." He said, "Wait a minute, you can't pit Bernard and Bernard." So it's some good and bad coming out of this, what I'm doing. I got guys 40 and up jumping on 25-year-olds thinking they can beat them because I'm doing it. And then when you hear, well, Sergey, listen to the ignorance. Everybody has a story and a struggle, but listen to the knowledge. How can you match Sergey getting churned down from the Olympics and nobody wanted to sign him, but we did, that he went through something? That's all you went through? Are you fucking kidding?
The Boxing Voice.